Hey, it's Ashley. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have some pages in my "'Tis the Season" album for December Daily 2022. So this one's a little bit longer. First, I want to start by saying thank you so much to my new and returning subscribers. Your support means so much to me, and if this is your first time checking out one of my videos, thanks for being here and spending your time with me. Today, like I said, it's a longer video. I'm doing 4 days, so December 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. So let's flip back there. I already kind of have my page kits set up. I will note I have not finished 18 or 19 just yet. I'm kind of going back and forth about what I want to do for those days. I had made a day 18 digitally for a design team I was on. I still love the pages, they just don't quite fit the same color scheme, so we're trying to figure out what I want to do with that. I also have my Hanukkah journal that I would like to add to this album as well. But let's skip ahead to 20, and day 20 is or was the winter solstice. It was also the first day that we started our road trip to my family's property. That's a 900-mile drive for us, so we do an overnight along the way in our favorite little mountain town. It's the town that my husband and I met in, and we spent 10 years living in. So it's always fun to kind of take the kids and go to some of our old favorite hangouts. And this particular trip, we stayed in our old neighborhood and took the kids to one of our old favorite pizza joints. And so the kind of page here is going to be 6x8 for the out of pocket size for 6x8, and then that 4x6 insert. So I enlarged a photo of our pizza and I'm adding it to this gridded paper in the background, and that paper actually came from an old Get to Work book. And I just like that it's fairly neutral, and I've been using it across the album, so it's like a cohesive repeating element. One of the things I really enjoy when I'm putting together an album like this. So I'm just going to add it to the edge here to make the proper width, and I will be adding my journaling to there in a minute as well. And so I also have a photo from our hotel room of our old neighborhood and of the mountain that kind of is in the backdrop of our town, or of that town, and I added a quote about this winter solstice on the top of it, and then just printed it smaller. I think I want to say 2.5 maybe by 3 3/4. I did definitely make it small, and just put it on that 4x6, and I'm going to add it in like that. But what you're seeing me do here now is taking a stamp from Syncopation Designs Pizza Forever stamp set, and this one just says blank night is for pizza, and I will stamp the date on the line and then handwrite out all my journaling. So here's my insert with the quote about the winter solstice, and then on the back of that I'm going to be adding a die cut that says holiday playlist, and then a list of all the new holiday songs that we added to our playlist this winter. I printed it out here on cardstock, and I'm just going to cut the strips out here in a second. I'm also using day 21 to tell the story of my Spotify Wrapped information. I don't know about you, but I love these little bits of like information, year long summations of different information from the year, it seemed also really fitting because we were in the car, so lots of music, lots of podcasts, lots of audiobooks, and it's just fun seeing what kind of information that comes from the Spotify Wrapped. It was also really cool because this is the first year in a long time that my info isn't skewed by kids' music. I'm sure fellow caretakers of little ones can relate. For some reason, those kids' songs just get right in and take over. So I really just enjoyed sharing that information in my album. So here are all the little strips for song titles that we added to our playlist this year. And this just includes, like, we have a running playlist that I keep, and some of these songs come from their Christmas program, some of them are new releases, and then some of them are new to us. So I'm just gonna put all these 3x4s in their pocket, and I will be adding the chipboard 21 to that striped card. I'm going to use that card for my journaling, and I believe that 3x4 is from the Studio DIY kit from so long ago. And then I'll just do all my journaling off camera. I like to take my time and think about what I want to write, so it's easier for me to just do it without recording it. On the back side, we're going to do day 22. This is another kind of spread documenting different year-long information, and this time it's going to be documenting all the books that I've read in 2022, as well as documenting my book club with a friend and a craft that I did. So I'm starting with the covers of all the books. I just grabbed these screenshots from Goodreads. I use their app to track my reading each year, and this is from the year in review section. And then I have this 3x4 that says book love, and then a ledger style card for my journaling. I believe the book love came from an old Feed Your Craft collection. Ugh, I miss Feed Your Craft. I miss Felicity Jane. I'm so sad that we've lost so many companies recently. So on the right hand side, I do have another out of the pocket 6x8 with a 5x7 of an ornament. If you're a book lover, you probably saw the viral DIY ornament last year, where you take pictures of the covers of the book and put them on craft foam and then cut out little books for your ornament. I made one for me, and I made one for my book loving bestie, and we actually have a book club together. So the ornament has a lot more books in it than the books that I read this year, because I put all of the covers from all of the books that we've read for our whole book club, not just the books that I read for 2022, which is on the left hand side. And then I am just using this 3x4 card to put other stats. So I read 40 books this year, and so I'm going to stamp 40 first, 40 books, and then underneath that I'm going to stamp however many pages. It was like 14,000, I think, or more than that. It had to be more than that. I can't remember off the top of my head, but you'll see it here in a second. All the pages that I read, and I also added little strips of cardstock to make it look or like kind of repeat the what are those white color blocks on the card itself to kind of tie it all together. And then I also used a stamp to stamp reading challenge on my journaling card, and I'm going to add 22 for the year 2022. And that is going to be it for this spread, and we're going to move on, I believe, to day 23. So, I did add a little heart sticker there to the center of the bow, and we're just going to flip that over. The this pattern paper, I believe, is also from the Studio DIY kit, and it's a true 6x8, not the out of the page protector size. So things are going to be trimmed down here. 23, we made it to our family's property, and we were able to have a play date with my nephew while my sister finished up some of her holiday errands, and it was just pure fun, a little bit of chaos, as you can imagine, with a pack of 8 and 6-year-olds that haven't seen each other for a long time. Add in grandpa shenanigans, and it was crazy, but I love it. So I am creating grids on this gridded paper, starting with a square photo and then this kind of just color block. That pattern is from Jen Conlon, or Jay Conlon and Sons. I think it was called Good Cheer. It's linked in the description below, but I used that one because my parents' house has a lot of yellows, and the journaling card that I end up using has some yellow in it as well. So tying it all together. So I have these 2 photos here, and then I'm going to add a couple more photos in a 3x4 pocket page. Right now I'm just kind of gauging where the holes are going to be, since this is out of the pocket and I'm going to have to punch holes into it. I could have added page protectors or page attachers, but we are getting a little bulky here. So, and those page attachers add a little extra bulk, and I didn't really have anywhere to hide it, since you can see kind of the whole page on both sides. So we're going to stick down all of the things and that chipboard number, and then get to adding the pockets, the pictures to the other pockets. This time of year, this part of my December daily is always tricky for me, because I end up with so many photos. I can't pick just one to tell the story all the time, especially when it involves our kids. That afternoon they were playing games, all kinds of games. We started with a board game, and then they were playing superheroes, and then they were doing something on the TV where it has them up and running and doing all different kinds of fun activities. So it was such a jam-packed couple of hours, and it was so sweet seeing them all together. I am going to add a couple embellishments. So this one says totally filled with good cheer, and then another one that says, what did the other one say? I think I put one that said love this, and then one of these puffy stickers from the Paisley Press mini kit. It's a black one. I'm going to pull it off. It's right here. And it says, never a dull moment, which that whole afternoon, never a dull moment. And then I had forgotten to print off the journaling card when I first did this, so I paused to pull it out and then never started recording again until I realized that everything was done and we were going to punch holes in it all and put it all in the album. But I just added those last little bits of embellishment. So a word phrase sticker to that, and then all of the journaling. And so here is how they all look together. I also did not put good cheer down until I had punched the holes in, just so that I knew what the positioning was going to be. But that is it for these pages. You're going to see me put them into the album, and then I'll go through and update my calendar page that I've been using as a table of contents here. So I just want to take a quick minute again and thank you all for choosing to spend your time with me and watching my videos. I hope that they are entertaining or even inspirational to you, or you get ideas on how you can put together your December daily. Not each day doesn't have to be super ornate, and you can tell stories without having pictures. It's kind of why I like sharing my ideas, just because I feel like I don't always see the same ideas out there. So here's a quick flip through of all the pages in the album, and we're going to go forward and grab my calendar out and fill that out. Initially I thought I was just going to do all stamping, but as you can see, we have some stamps, some letter stickers, handwriting. I really like the way this has forced me to go into my stash and pull out supplies that I clearly don't always think about since I have so many. So this is a stack of books for day 22. This came from a Kelly Winnell, I think, stamp set. I can't remember what her company name is, but it was another book one. And then for 24, I am going to stamp Good Cheer, and that one comes from what is that kit? The In a Creative Bubble. It's this stamp set that came with the Stitch journal. It was a little bit wider than the square for the calendar, so I masked it off. And then I'm also going to use another one of the Pizza Forever stamps from Syncopation Designs and stamp a pizza on day 20. And for day 22, I think I just put a sticker down. We'll see. But I really, like I said, have enjoyed digging into my stash, and to make kind of this more of a visual looking table of contents. Sorry, I am getting a little bit of brain fog doing this last little bit of voiceover. But yes, let's see. Yeah, I am going to use a sticker that's a Cocoa Daisy leftover. I believe it says currently listening to, and that will be for day 21 for my Spotify Wrapped page. And that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for spending your time with me. Put any comments down below. Leave a like and or subscribe if you want to see more from me. Thanks for being here. I also have some stills at the end of this. Bye.